when I got back into running, playing basketball like last year, I developed some tendonitis pretty quickly in both my Achilles, which sucks, but like it happens, especially when you think about just why these things occur. Usually, they occur because of a lack of overarching metabolic health, meaning like you're just not in great shape, and you spike workload, right? Meaning like you jump into more activity than you're used to, and there can also be kind of an accumulated like fatigue with stuff like this, meaning like over time you start to develop it, but there usually still is like a spike in workload that tends to be like the main aggravator, right? So avoiding a spike in workload is often just one way to really manage it. But I did 3 overarching things that I think really helped contribute to just a relatively good recovery. The first is I continue to exercise, maintaining general health, right? So, bike, lift. And one thing I did do that I think some people may feel like is a little counterintuitive is I continued to like dose up my running slowly, even if I had some symptoms. I didn't want to have like really bad symptoms. Like if it really hurt, I would basically back off. But I kept doing like basically the 1 to 3 to 4, maybe I think 4-ish was as long as I went, like a 30 to 40 minute run. I kept doing those, and I did them at a relatively slow pace. And I just listened to my body, listened to my Achilles, and over time that got better. The other things that I did though were basically trying to like leverage what a tendon does, right? And the first is kind of force transfer. So I did like quick jumps, like pogo hops, and some plyometric works that felt good. So just basically easy jumping and landing, jump roping I do a lot of. And I think those are really good activities that like help with joint stiffness, as well as just like they're gonna put some amount of stimulus through your tendons that can be beneficial. I also did heavy, slow resistance training. I did pretty much calf raise on leg press. So just set up the leg press with your knees straight out and then try to do heavy calf raises. I would do like 2 to 3 sets of like 8 to 15 reps, pretty close to failure. Those usually like felt good, stretched the tendon, got the muscle working. I did that once, twice a week. And then I would do an isometric hold where I would just go up on the top of my tendon or the top of the calf raise and just hold for 20 to 30 seconds. And like that often felt good. I could add some load to that, but I often didn't need to. So I kept running, right? But I listened to the symptoms. I did heavy, slow resistance training, and I did some plyometric and isometric work to basically just try to get the tendon moving, get some load through it. Tendons respond to load. They don't respond to rest. You need to rest them appropriately, but you need to load them, meaning you need to put stress through them appropriately to get where you want to go. So don't take this as medical advice. I'm just telling you what I did, and over the course of 2-ish months, things got a lot better, and I never really had to pull back from anything too much. I just had to be wise and sensitive to what I was feeling. So hopefully this helps if you're dealing with tendinopathy. I'm actually bringing on a buddy of mine, Alex Nelson, to my podcast tomorrow. We're going to talk about tendon pain or tendinopathies, and it should be a good podcast. Thanks for being here. Peace.